Hi, it's Emily Flowers with Supreme Lending, here again with another tip. So, we have been super busy with really great events in our industry lately. And of course, the kids have been doing all of their activities at school, things like that. And so, there's been a lot of juggling around our house. And I thought I would share with you a little tip about a meal that we served at an event, and my kids ate on the go, and they like to have when they have friends over, and there's a bunch of them. So, and I know that you've probably had these at concession stands, but I'm going to also show you a way to kind of dress them up so that they're not just for kids. And you might be able to serve them at an adult party with maybe tequila or Coronas and lime and things like that. So let's begin. We are going to make walking tacos. So we just made this for an event for the Greater Gateway Association of Realtors last night in order to benefit food pantries around the area. And it was a huge success. There was over 200 people there, and our walking tacos were a big hit. Now, we kept them pretty basic in order to feed the public, but they were easy to put together. Our team did a great job handing them out, and we had an assembly line putting them together. These are easy for kids to put together. So I just thought, you know what, I think maybe this is a good idea to share this. So we used Fritos last night, but you could use anything you want. You could use Doritos, and these are spicy nacho Doritos, but Cool Ranch tastes good. Regular Doritos taste great. I used the other night these late July jalapeno lime chips. Oh my gosh, it was fantastic. It gave it a little kick, and this is kind of the grown-up version, but it was really, really good. So you guys can get creative with the kind of chip, but make sure it's a really sturdy chip, because if you have something like Cheetos or Funyuns or something like that, they'll disintegrate and it won't taste very good. It'll taste kind of mealy. So you need a corn-based chip that'll really stand up to the ingredients that we're going to put in here. So what you do is you just cut off the top of your chip bag, okay? And we made taco meat with ground beef. If you want to use ground turkey, ground chicken, sliced chicken, whatever you want to use that you guys like on your tacos, pulled pork, it doesn't really matter to me. You guys can decide. I seasoned the ground beef with traditional taco seasoning mix. And since I was making 12 pounds, I did half with regular taco seasoning and half with low sodium taco seasoning so that it wasn't too overwhelming. I also, for a little bit more flavor and a little bit of kick, I added some taco sauce, that Taco Bell taco sauce that you get in the jar. This is what I used. And I think it makes your taco meat taste so much better, and it gives it a little more depth of flavor. So that's how I made my ground beef. And that is what I am going to add to my chips in this bag. So I warmed it up. Last night or yesterday I made it in a crock pot. So it was really easy. It cooked all day and then it was ready for last night. Now I have leftovers, so it's in a bowl. And I'm just going to scoop it into here. And you can put a scoop or two. I wouldn't put too much in here. And it's hot. I made it really warm. So I'm going to use Colby Jack cheese, and I'm going to sprinkle that on top of my warm, very warm ground beef. And the cheese will melt in here and get kind of gooey and yummy all over the chips. It's awesome. You're going to want to eat this right away. But it's really good. You can use Mexican cheese. You can just use cheddar. You could use jalapeno jack would be awesome in here. I like a little spice, so I'm not afraid of that. I'm also going to add a little bit of shredded lettuce into my bag. We did that last night as well. I'm going to add a little diced tomato. I just took some grape tomatoes and I cut them up. Last night we were adding salsa to it. So you can choose any kind of salsa you want. You could even add a can of corn and a can of black beans and mix those together, rinse them and mix them together and stick it in here. That would be really good. Any kind of salsa is great in here. For at home purposes, I'm going to add a little cilantro as well because I think that'll be awesome. And I'll probably drizzle some taco sauce, just like I had in the meat. I'll probably drizzle some of that on top since I don't have any salsa with me. And the other thing we added last night was a dollop of sour cream. I'm going to skip on that. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but it does taste good in these bags. So, and then you just grab a plastic fork, or if you require a metal one, go ahead. And you dig in. And they taste so good no matter what version you use, the kind of dressed up adult version or just the kid basic version. And you really can walk around the house as long as you have a lot of trash cans around because your teenagers are not going to throw them away. They are going to leave them with the package and the fork sitting around all over your house. So you need a lot of trash cans and really stress, hey, clean up after yourself. Last night, it was almost like an advertisement to have one of these walking around our event because they say, hey, where'd you get that? And they say, oh, I got it at the Supreme Lending table. And so people would come over and say, I want one of those. I want a walking taco. And at fundraisers, they're a really good idea. Again, I might serve these when we're taking pictures for homecoming since there's going to be a crowd of people and they're a little less messy for the girls' dresses and the boys' suits. So I thought I would share this with you today. If you have anything to add or comments or places you might serve them, I would love to hear about it. I really enjoy reading your comments and listening to your views. So I think I'll have some more recipes to share coming up in the future. And I also have a couple of kits to share with you. I'm going to redo my car kit. But we just got a fun new toy, and I have a kit that goes with that as well. So those are some things that I'm going to be sharing in the future. I didn't want you to think I forgot about you this week, so I'm still within my week time frame. And I hope you have a beautiful weekend. There's tons of stuff to do. The hot air balloon races. Edwardsville Varsity plays at home tonight. Coldwell Banker Brown has an open house company-wide. So there's a bunch of houses that are being opened to the public tonight. And it's a cocktail hour style. I know I'll be at one in Ebbets Field. And there's just a ton of stuff to do this weekend. So get out there and let me know if you see anything fun to do. I might jump in and share or try to jump in the future or see if I have a tip for you to make that experience just a little bit better. So have a great one. See ya.